Pawn shop guy?
Yep. I couldn't believe it. Absolutely could not believe it. Hey, everybody. I'm going to pull up. I've actually got some pictures loaded, and I'm going to share screen with a long tweet of a business owner on Twitter.
I think we should read it.
You want to read the whole thing? How all this shit started?
Not the whole thing, but I think we should at least lay some context. Maybe,
Oh yeah, well, okay. This is what's up, everybody. Hello, how are you doing? Yes, it is me and Mexican Ironman here. This may get shut down. I don't know what YouTube's going to do with it. I don't know if I'm big enough for them to even give a shit or not. But this guy in this picture, this cop, dropped his knee on this gentleman's neck right here. They thought he had written a hot check. They found out he didn't. There was some kind of altercation. There has been no video of that altercation. But he kept his knee on this guy's neck for what, 5 minutes? Something like that. And he was gasping for air. He was screaming at them. He was calling for his mother. And he died. He died in Minneapolis. And now we've got all this shit you see here on the other side of the screen. We've got riots. We've got fires. There are thousands there. There are people coming in from all over the United States to Minneapolis to protest. All because of this shit right here. That was not a approved takedown by the police department, the chief of police. These guys have been fired. The 4 cops involved with this arrest were fired today. All because he put his knee on this guy's neck. All because he dropped his knee on this guy's neck. Very forcefully. Mr. CCDB, many people think this is a justified riot. When you're burning local places of business, places that have absolutely nothing to do with this. I saw the Target video earlier today of them rioting through Target. They said that one person commented that Target that deserved it because they support the police department. Yeah, stories by Irish. Lloyd was handcuffed, virtually incapacitated. There was no damn reason for the knee to be on his neck. No, there wasn't. Absolutely correct.
They just broke something. The local news broke something that I just saw on another feed where, let's go into the bad check situation. So what happened is that 2 people walked him in. He was a little bit intoxicated, and it was actually a $20 bill that they did the marker on it, and it turned out to be bad, right? And so all of them left, and then they sent him back in, and the conjecture is that he was a little bit buzzed, and he was hanging out with some people. Maybe they're trying to buy beer or keep their afternoon beer party going or whatever. So he comes back in, and it was actually a copy check, a counterfeit $20 bill.
Yep.
And so that it was the second time that he left, and that's when they had called the cops and said the guy was here for a counterfeit. Now the police interpreted it as being a counterfeit check, which is an arrestable offense.
Yes.
It's a misdemeanor, by the way, Okay. But we're talking about someone who got his neck down, like I said, virtually incapacitated, no damn reason for neither. And of course, it's about a bad $20 bill, which probably one of his buddies gave him while he was buzzed to go in and buy some beer. Now, I can tell you this much: in a younger life, in my teenage years, I've done something like that. I'm not black. Maybe if I was, it might have ended some way. But this is absolutely horseshit ridiculous, especially when we start comparing and contrasting it to some other things going on right now that are breaking news.
That's right.
And I think we need to add some real context to this shit. Some solid context.
Yes. Robert Pearson, you protest, you don't riot, and you damn sure don't use a riot as a cover for looting and burning down McDonald's. Yep.
Well, now hold on, Robert. Robert, we're not prepared. We're not prepared for your actually logical, superior English perspective right now. We're going to work through the sewage that is of the American mindset. Robert, don't leave. We're going to need you, but it might take us an hour till we get to the point where, like, you can enlighten us, because we are not yet ready for the Queen and y'all superior, approach to these things. We're America. We're not ready for you, England. So hold on, Robert. Appreciate you. Don't go anywhere. We're going to need your English mind. But right now, we're Americans, ranked 58th in the world in fucking science and math and everything else. Hold on, Robert. Don't leave the building. We'll be right back, brother. Stay in the VIP area.
Yeah, Darth Haster says the legal term for this is excessive use of force. What goes beyond that, dude, anytime you put your hands on someone, and yes, I do know this because I am formerly affiliated with law enforcement. Anytime you put your hands on someone, even if you put your finger on them, that is called a use of force. Anytime you touch them, anytime you had to physically lay your hands on someone, that is called a use of force. You are trained and retrained in the proper use of force.
Mr. Elder God Loki, I have to correct you on that with the footnote. Okay. That's how it used to be.
Yeah, 20 years ago. Yes.
That's how it used to be. And it also used to be where guys like you would actually be beat cops and walk down the street, not in a car, with like automated weapons and shotguns, but with a baton, a stick, and a revolver, just walk down the worst neighborhoods and still be okay and whistle Dixie about it. Remember those days?
Yep.
A white dude in a bad neighborhood.
Yeah.
And you and I have talked before, like I think you grew up more minority than I did sometimes. The neighborhoods you walk through, right?
Yep.
And you know what it is that we live in a culture of fear. I mean, look at there are 4 cops. There's one black dude, right? The one guy's got him clearly like against the tire. The guy's not going anywhere. He's handcuffed. He's restrained. He's not going anywhere. By the way, if you see I don't know how many of you seen the videotape before this, but they pulled him out of the car, walked him out, walked him back, and then dropped him on the floor because he was the only one in the car at the time when they first rolled up. If you see the whole tape, it gets even more ridiculous. But the media isn't showing you the whole tape, because if they showed the whole tape, probably the rest of the country might start rioting too. Yeah. Because if you see the whole tape, it's basically they walked him this way, walked him that way, and then dropped him. And the second time they dropped him was really for no reason. And then there's 3 other cops standing around. I mean, this isn't even taking us back to the 80s and 90s where you can say, he needed 4 guys to subdue him. The Asian dude sitting there whistling Dixie, chewing some Wrigley Spearmint gum right next to him while the guy's screaming for his life.
Yep.
So I have a hard time believing anybody can make the case that that Mr. Black dude was such a menacing figure that the use of force escalated into death. Now, all 4 of them are fired, right?
Right.
Guess how many of them have been arrested for anything?
None.
But just when you think Mexican Ironman is going to go off the Pelosi liberal end, wait a minute. Now let me bring up my beef, which is why I called Loki and got this call on. Loki, do you see the pawn shop video?
Yeah.
Or the clip from the pawn shop guy?
Yep.
Tell us about that, Loki. What happened there? Or do you want me to do it?
Go ahead.
All right. So you did the first one, I'll do the second one. Now, I don't know how many of you out there actually own a business, but let me tell you this much. Those of you who work for somebody, even if you work 100 hours a week, and those of you who have a business, you don't understand what having a business means. Having a business means you live it, you breathe it, you eat it. It's like having a kid. It's like people who have kids and people that don't have kids. Or shall I say people that are responsible parents and people that aren't responsible parents and don't have kids. All right? So, when you have a business, let me tell you this much. If someone rolls up, in most states, if someone rolls up on your house and breaks in, you're allowed to shoot them to protect your property. But you got a business, let me tell you this much. Everything that you have in life comes out of your business. I would, if these were in most riots, what you end up finding out is that people that own a business run to protect their business and leave their homes even if they were already at home safely. Why is that, Loki?
Because that's your bread and butter, man. That's what pays the
that's
bills.
the eggs. That's where the eggs come from. That's
Yep.
where the chicken coop is. So most people on a bit will run down to protect because Lord knows you lose the business, it is impossible. It's really hard to start over. Those of you who lost your job in this economy, my prayers are with you. I hope you find another job. But when you lose a business and melt down from that, it's a whole other thing. It's depression versus recession. Anyway, I digress. Let's get to what happened to Mr. White Guy that was defending his pawn shop, which he had in the community for a long time. This is another store that got. We'll talk about this in a minute. So then they come looting to his place, right? And in defense, he shoots a black guy who's looting his business. Guess what happens to Mr. White Guy? He's instantly arrested, instantly taken into custody. He's right now no bail, first-degree murder charge, not even manslaughter.
Yep.
Not even justifiable homicide.
And they'll never get that to stick. They will never get that to stick. All
maybe
that
they
is
won't
is
get it
media.
to stick. Maybe they won't get it to stick, Loki. But what the hell?
It's something that they can say they did for the media to make certain groups happy. That's all that is. That will never stick. All that is a power play so that the media can eat it up. That's it. To take heat off of them.
It's not getting quite as much coverage, but still, that's bullshit.
It's to take heat off of them.
What kind of message does that send? This guy's defending this guy. This guy. You telling me that if he was black and it shot him, that he would have been instantly arrested and taken into no bail?
No.
Nah. Or Mexican?
Nope.
No. And by the way, that brings up another question that I think now's a good time about. Where in the hell is this white privilege that I keep hearing about? Loki?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, this guy didn't get any white privilege. He's defending his business. He gets arrested. He's in jail, no bail, first-degree murder charge for defending his business that's being looted.
Well, that's why. Because
there's a white privilege in that.
That's why, because he's had white privilege his whole life. So now it's time to tip the scales and really nail him in the ass.
But I'm saying if white privilege existed, then how come he got arrested? You say, hey, man, just call my cousin, Bartholomew. Bartholomew's on the city council, and then he doesn't even get arrested. White privilege doesn't exist. I'm sick of hearing all these minorities talk about white privilege. If so, I want to know where the white privilege store is. Where do I get my card, Loki?
I've never had one.
I can't name, especially these days. In the last 3 years, I cannot name one of my white friends that's gotten any privilege. I've seen all my white friends just get abused, attacked for shit they didn't do, thoughts they never had, actions they never taken, and stuff that they never believe in, even on their worst days. All my white friends. All my cracker brothers. I play video games with and everything else.
I've seen it happen to everybody. It happen to everybody. Dude, you know where I grew up at. I saw it happen to friends I have, Hispanic friends, dude, just walking down the street. Some asswipe almost hit him. So what if the guy was walking in the street, but that some asswipe almost hit him, says, get out of the road, you stupid. And I'm not even going to say it because I'm not going to say it. So I'm not like, yeah, that. And dude,
I'll be a translator.
That shit that's happened forever. I grew up in Texas. I've seen real racism.
Now explain to me how Sonny's a local black business owner. Look at that sign. That's probably cost him 10 grand to make. How come this guy gets looted if it's a justifiable riot? There is no such thing as a justifiable riot.
It's a woman. Woman owns that. A woman owns that business.
And she gets rioted and looted.
Yep.
By her own community.
Well, from what someone said in that, I'm going to scroll down a little bit. Hold on. Black home businesses, chief piece. Okay. Just saw the police chief say most of the people weren't from around there. What you need to do is sue George Soros. He funds all these riots, and his son, Alex, sorry about your business. That most of the rioters that are going around burning shit, destroying shit, aren't even from Minneapolis. They're bussing them in.
Opportunistic thieves, just like ISIS. Those weren't real Muslims. Opportunistic thieves. In fact, I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop showing respect with the SJWs. I think starting tomorrow, I got to come up with some new terms. Like, I'm not going to use social justice warrior. There's nothing about what these people, social justice warriors think or believe that has anything to do with any of these words. Social justice. I haven't seen this. It's not about social justice. It's about hating men and lifting up women, particularly those that are well off, middle to high income. I haven't seen any warriors. What, sit behind a keyboard as a warrior? Well,
Right.
I'm old enough to know that when we stood up, when we were standing up for South Africans or labor unions back when I was young, we were sitting in on the president's office at Stanford University getting arrested, putting in a buses. You're telling me little dear girl has the same kind of like convictions? You know, little Twitch, was it Twitch? No. Yeah, little dear girl
Twitch.
has no convictions about anything, that she's willing to get her little like paw antlers like arrested and thrown in a bus? Like happened in the 60s, 70s, etc. You're not a warrior.
No, what is she gonna do? Prance up like Bambi with a shiv and be like, ha 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 ha, stab, 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 stab. I doubt it.
Social justice warriors. No, I can't. I'm gonna have to think of something else. Something else. I'm gonna come up with some good terms that describes who these people are. I'm not gonna. They don't even deserve the term social justice warrior. Exactly, cowards. There we go. We got one letter down. C.
Okay, so let me ask you something. Let's say you're back in the neighborhood, right? And something happens to one of your friends, right? And y'all are pissed and y'all want action and y'all are ready to stand up and say something and do something about it. And then 20 bus loads of white keyboard warriors show up and start doing it for you. Wasn't their buddy, wasn't their friend, wasn't from their neighborhood. They're not even from the same fucking state as you are. What would you think about that?
Well, I don't know. You got me stumped because I got to tell you, growing up, we never thought that looting or rioting was ever an option for anything. I mean, that's not how you. I mean, even Malcolm X, God bless his soul, even at his most radical, years, never advocated for anything like this.
So, Heirs of Chaos, I bet you they're going to pull it. Interesting how YouTube is hiding this stream. I just moved to my laptop, and it's not in my subscription feed, and it's not showing that you're live on your profile, Loki.
No, you got to be kidding. Hold on. Let me check that. No. Well, it shows I got the notification that it went out 17 minutes ago. Oh, shit. She's right.
She's right.
What? We haven't even got to the good stuff yet.
We haven't even gotten to the good shit yet.
We're still waiting for everybody to get their popcorn and sodas and get their chairs. We haven't even got to the good stuff yet.
Yeah, they ghosted it.
Does the link work?
The notifications went out. They probably had no idea what the hell I was going to talk about. They've almost always gone out.
Yeah, no, it's showing now. Oh no,
I did JG Sound. I tweeted about it. Oh. Yeah, Lori Roberts, that's going to stop very soon because someone made sure that these companies can't silence free speech.
I'll tell you this much. I can't wait till Joe Rogan gets lifted. You heard about that deal, right? A couple days ago?
Yep.
Joe Rogan is leaving YouTube for $1 million deal with guess who? Guess where he's going? Spotify. He jumped all the other places that you would think he's going.
Mark definitely retired. If he hadn't checked Discord, he wouldn't have known.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, if any of you want access to the Discord, just let me know.
So let's review for a bit. Let's review for a bit here. So he's going to Spotify for $1 million, and he's one of YouTube's superstars, man. Now, What do you think is going to happen after that? What do you think?
I think that Spotify is going to get a lot new subscribers. He's going to get a lot more money, and YouTube's going to lose some money.
We've got to do to YouTube. We've got to do YouTube for free speech. And, this is just getting ridiculous. Today is a sad day. Did you notice this afternoon at 2:30, the president had to issued an executive order against YouTube and some other social media companies? Did you catch that?
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to a place in time where our own president. Now, okay, let's be real. Let's be fair. We all know that President Trump is not the most straight up honest guy in the world when it comes to telling truth 100% of the time. Now, we can argue whether some of it's half truths, half lies, total lie, da da da. Okay, but everybody fibs a little, but like I've said before, you guys heard me say before, sometimes you know when he's lying, but you know what? He's my lying president, and on the important shit, he gets it right. That's what I have to say. However, that being said, for him to want to issue an executive order, President of the United States, to push back against media to defend us, basically, because it's basically he did it to defend us, if you notice, right? He's basically saying people that are critical on both sides. It's just he's like, you guys got to leave these people alone. We've come to a place where free speech in this country is no longer the norm. We can't even police it for ourselves. We now not only can we not police it for ourselves, we can't even trust the organizations that should be policing it for us to do it for, like the Supreme Court, like our politicians, Nancy effing Pelosi. Jesus Christ, I'm moving, by the way. I'm leaving California. I can't stay here anymore. I can't stand it.
I don't blame
the political stench here is just ridiculous. I can't handle it. God, I thought she'd be gone by now.
What the hell does AutoZone have to do with what happened?
They have to be taught a lesson for the patriarchy.
It's AutoZone.
Yeah, they got a bunch of free parts in there, bro. It's opportunistic theft. I can't. A black dude got shot a black dude got killed in my town. So I'm going to AutoZone to get me a new muffler.
How does that have anything to do with what happened? I don't understand.
Social justice warrior reparations. I don't know. I'm making shit up at this point.
What did the Target have to do with it? What did any of these stores that these people are burning to the fucking ground? What does that have to do with anything that happened?
Look at that. Leave that one up for a second.
Yeah.
It's anarchy. And the way these SJWs are about limiting our free speech, it's like someone said, they're the real fascists. They truly are the real fascists. Right?
Yeah. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. How many people are going to die in this? How many people are going to die? How many people are going to get hurt? How many people's lives are going to be ruined?
How many people are going to get arrested that should get arrested?
Do you think that the guy that died on his chest with a knee on his neck, the guy that got suffocated, would want all of this? Do you really think that?
No, but just like I think, like it's kind of like in the way, like social justice warriors, right? What does social justice mean? Somewhere in there, it means like they're doing something for what? My benefit? I haven't seen shit out of this. I'm Mexican. What are you doing for me?
Is that the cop car? Is that a cop car? Or is that just somebody's innocent fucking car?
No, that's an innocent victim's car.
God. Why? Why? I want to know why. I don't know why. I don't understand why. I understand being angry. I understand saying this shit doesn't need to happen. I understand wanting those cops to get arrested. But burning people's homes, burning people's buildings, burning people's fucking vehicles has nothing to do with what happened. I mean, look at that. He's got a right minority owned on the fucking building, and still they don't care and break his windows.
Yep.
They do not care. Look at that shit. Look at him smiling. Look at that. Protest. Don't do this shit. Don't do this shit. Oh, they supporting the police, so we're going to fucking smash Target. We're going to steal everything from Target and just walk out with shit. Why? Why? How does that have anything to do with some dude dying?
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. Go to the left. You got justice. You got to put a sign up first. Justice first. How is that? How is any of this justice? What is justice?
Now that protest.
That's protest. That's lawful assemblage as provided by our Constitution.
You get
A la Rosa
1,000,
Parks, a
10,000.
la Martin Luther King, a la, Malcolm.
You get 1,000, 10,000 people together. You march down to the fucking police station. You tell them you arrest those guys for doing what fucking happened.
Yeah.
And we're not leaving. We're not leaving until you do.
Yeah.
And if they come at you, you stand your ground. Lawful protest. All this other shit, all these other riots, all this looting, rampaging, pillaging.
And let's keep in mind something, people. Let's keep in mind something. This is the way this is analogy I'm gonna draw. Okay? The analogy I'm gonna draw, all these businesses are still under lockdown, much like we are around the country. They're not fully operating, they're not fully breathing. They may barely have some employees doing, takeout service or curbside service. And then here these fucks come with lighters, matches, and torches like they're looking for Frankenstein, and then they set the shit on fire. You know what you might as well do, these morons? Why don't you just fucking walk into a hospital, children's hospital, cancer ward, and unplug everything for everybody that's on life support? Why don't you do that?
Yep.
Same shit. You're destroying people's lives. You got balls to roll up to these stores and take what these guys have from them, whether they're minority. I don't give a fuck if we're minority owned or it's the white guy with the pawn shop. These are their livelihoods. And you're rolling up and doing this kind of horse shit? Motherfucker, go into a hospital, walk into an intensive care unit, and start pulling out plugs. Let me see how much of a fucking warrior you're going to be, if that's what you think. But to make your point, you got to destroy. You can have justice, and you can also have protection of property rights at the same time. Despite these morons with a lack of education that somehow are, I don't know. I think they've got it. I don't know. You got to take tests to drive. You got to take tests to be an accountant. There's no test that says that two people can't fucking make a moron, and there's too many people making morons right now.
What did all those racks do to anybody?
They were holding up and supporting idolatry of the patriarchy. They were holding up and supporting the bad values of capitalism and imperialism, and how imperialistic displays suppress the mental attitudes of social justice warriors who are trying to do the good work in the dear kingdom on Twitch.
I heard earlier today that Target deserved it because they were supporting the police department and they would not sell water and milk to rioters to wash their eyes out. So they deserved all that. Simple as that.
What? What do you that wait.
Hold on. I'll let me switch over to a different screen share.
Oh God, I gotta love these social justice warriors. I'm gonna fuck up 80 years of your creative history in Star Wars and Star. See, this is why these things matter. Star Trek, Star Wars, and why they shouldn't mess with them. These things matter. You know why? Because it is the fabric of the thread that binds us and holds us together as a civilization, as people. I remember getting in some of the most heated arguments with Star Wars fans versus Star Trek when Star Wars came out. After Star Trek. I remember getting in some of the most heated arguments about sci-fi and this and that. And I heated. And then what happened? We put our milk down and, went and played basketball. Had a great day, afternoon. Then, went to Radio Shack, bought some shit, for a Commodore 64 and called it a day and laughed about it all night. What happened to those days?
Gone.
What happened when you could have spirited debate and vehemently disagree and still go have a Baruski?
That's right. It's gone.
Play some ball. Play some video games.
Some of us can still do that, dude. Believe it or not.
I think most of us at the Phantom Menace prove every day we can do it because we're still here.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that we're the ones who should have been driven to being crazy by now. Yeah. I mean, come on. The shit that all of you guys, in this chat, I know you guys. There's people in this chat streaming right now. You guys have put up with so much shit on your channels or on your feeds or in your discussions that you've been temporarily or permanently or in between Twitter and YouTube. I mean, I cannot believe all of y'all are still normal. I mean, me too. Well, I don't know how normal I am.
It's dude.
I fly around in a fucking Mexican Ironman suit, painted green, but
That's been going on since, dude. We've lived through that. We've lived through it. We lived through that. I grew up in a very diverse community. Okay.
I am so ashamed that this is happening the week after Memorial Day.
Yeah.
I am just so ashamed that so many people died so that these fucks could do this. You have the freedom to do this, you fucks.
That's right.
This is what they died for?
This is what this guy says. Can you please help me understand how Target deserved this? This is an honest question because I don't see how any of these businesses deserved it. I can understand why you would protest, but not why they would burn down the businesses in their own neighborhood. And this guy, dude, from what I've heard and read, the Target was supporting the Minneapolis Police Department and also not letting the protesters purchase milk and water so they can clean their faces from the pepper spray and gas bombs. Right there.
Oh my Lord.
So they deserved it.
Misguided social justice warriors.
I want to tell you something. Back in 99, I think this was, I lived on Galveston Island. And if you've ever lived on Galveston Island, you know when to run for the hills. And when you run for the hills, it's Kappa weekend. You get off the island. Just get off the island. Lock everything up as well as you can, and leave because it's called Kappa weekend. You will not get off the island. You will not get off the island. They will park their cars on the bridges and shut down the damn ferries because it's just not happening. You cannot get on and off the island. They park their fucking cars on the bridge getting onto the island. The only way you're getting off that island that weekend is if you have a private boat.
What's a Kappa?
It's a college. It's like a college weekend.
Oh.
Okay. They shut down Walmart because the assistant manager got manhandled by a couple of guys in the back of the store. And this was a guy. And if you know what I mean by manhandle, you know what I mean.
Is that the thing that I'm still hoping that happens to me with the Valkyries?
No.
Oh.
This is bad. This is the other way around.
Oh.
And it's supposed to be a party weekend. They raided Walmart. They completely destroyed the inside of Walmart and took advantage of the assistant manager.
Jesus.
And the assistant manager was a dude.
Jesus. Oh, man.
Yeah. And that wasn't even a riot. That was just a party.
The funny thing is that in truth, these people don't realize how this all started. Now, people say this all happened because 2016, Trump won and Clinton lost.
Yep.
You know what? We got to go back further than that. I mean, let me just say this. Why didn't I vote for Clinton? You know why I didn't vote for her? Because I don't trust her. I don't trust her. She got a hit list. Her or Pelosi. They're the ones who I mean, you take even like Kennedy eventually shows her colors, right? Kathleen Kennedy. They were the ones who originally seeded this hate in this in our country. And I got to tell you, if more than the majority of this country is still white men. And I got to say this, God bless you white guys for biting your tongue and holding your teeth and not losing your mind like that. I mean, if anyone's got a right to lose their mind, it's white dudes, in my opinion, for all the shit that they've been taking. But they're civilized. What are you going to do? You guys are civilized. But I mean, you guys say you're going to go after the largest group in the country and tell them they ain't worth shit. Motherfuckers, they built this shit. I mean, I know some of you think I'm crazy about making, turning a My Wednesday show into White Guy Wednesdays, but son of a bitch, we weren't built by Mexicans. I'll tell you that much. Well, we may maintain the restaurants, but we didn't build this country.
You know what I seen that picture right there, brother?
How does race even fucking matter anymore, Loki? Like how does it even matter? Like, how does race even fucking matter anymore? Where's
I don't
that
know.
privilege? Like,
It
I mean,
shouldn't.
seriously, there are people of different ethnic groups, there's men and women and people of different ethnic groups in every single lot in society. CEOs of Fortune 500 companies, running the largest nonprofits, running churches, running community centers, running school districts, running businesses.
There's
Legitimately,
that
not
AutoZone.
because they were placed there as token affirmative action. No, that shit died a long time ago. In the modern business era, if you're not good, you're out. Oh, except in Hollywood and the Hollywood entertainment industry.
Yep.
But how does this shit even matter? I gotta tell you this: the least racist people I've met recently are the more conservative people in the motherfucking Phantom Menace, which is why I flipped out of the Democratic Party last year.
Oh, look at that cash machine. Huh?
Oh yeah.
What'd that cash machine do to anybody? What did the cash machine do to anybody?
Jesus. It's all part of the patriarchy. I don't know. I don't know why this younger generation, especially the white females, are so hateful of white dudes. My theory is this, and this may be controversial. I said it earlier on the show this week. I think it's because there's such a high divorce rate, and so many white dudes left their women with these kids to raise that went in whatever directions that, that's where the hate of white dudes comes from. Even though the white dudes may have probably played for the child support and try to be a good dad. I have no other reason. I have no other idea where this fucking hate comes from. Because I know, like, ethnically, I've been very involved in my community. Mexican Americans do not hate white people at all. Fuck, at all. So it ain't coming from us. And most of my African American friends, I've never heard an inch of this shit. I mean, I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. Have you seen that interview with Morgan Freeman, where they tried to get Morgan Freeman to admit that, like, there was, like, white privilege and white preference and all that shit, and he shut him down on CNN? Trevor, you know that guy on CNN that has a show after Cuomo?
Yep.
Did you see the interview between that black guy and Morgan Freeman?
No.
He tried. Oh God, shit. We gotta see if I can find it just so I can play it for these guys. I'll see if I can find it in a minute. But he said that with Morgan Freeman. He said, "Tell me about the history of your life and how you became successful in Hollywood." And then he keeps saying, like, and let's talk about all the obstacles in terms of race that you had to overcome. And what was the most horrific racial incident? He's like, I didn't have one. He said, no, but I mean, when you were getting started, of course, back then it was a different time. Yeah, it was a different time. Now, sir, you're at a certain other level. And it must even to this day be hard. What with to get the roles that you had, what with white privilege and and all of that. White privilege? There's no such thing as white privilege. He's talking like it's talking like the Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as white privilege. There's no privilege. And then he says, well, he says, well, why aren't there more people like Morgan Freeman? He says this, I don't know whether there are not more people that put the shoes on, get up early, and try to pursue their dreams and their career early in the morning instead of sitting in bed and making excuses all day like most black folk. He said that.
He said that. Damn, dude.
Straight
Hell
out, dude.
fucking yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna find. Well, I'm gonna go. You talk about something.
Before you find it, answer me this.
What?
What did those big screen TVs do to anybody?
The big screen TVs? Oh,
in that picture, what did those big screen TVs in those boxes do to anybody?
They oppressed the SJ. Okay, hold on. Let me answer the question. Okay, you asked, so I'm going to answer, right? Well, the big screen TVs, you want to pull those down because that reinforces the successes of the patriarchy, and because they're so large, they create an oppressive environment for SJWs that aren't able to afford them because sometimes they don't have credit, and it basically destroys their self-esteem, and it makes them wonder who they are. And can they ever have a big TV? And so we have to pull those big TVs down.
Wow.
Because the big TVs are oppressive.
Wow.
Some CCTV.
Hell, CCTV. Mr. CCTV.
Talk about something for like 15
Dude,
seconds. I'm going to go find that video and put it in the
yeah.
Give me 15 seconds, then we'll find that motherfucker. It is classic. I mean, think about this. This is Trevor, right? And he's up against, and what's he going to say up against Morgan Freeman, right?
That's right.
I mean, look, little snot nosed kid. What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say to this guy? Let me see. Was it Trevor's the other guy? Maybe the other guy. All right, talk about something. I'll be back in 10 seconds.
No problem. And you know what, guys? Speaking of what Mexican Ironman is talking about, I can't wait to see this interview with Morgan Freeman, by the way. But if I know Morgan Freeman and Mexican Ironman mentioned, you put your shoes on, you get up early, you go to work, and he earned what he has gotten. No one gave it to him. That is the problem. That is what we've been talking about. That is the issue. He earned it. He had the opportunity to earn it, and he earned it. That is what you do. You see an opportunity, you go for it, you take it, you earn it. I get up every morning and do this show. I stay up late Tuesdays and Thursdays to do my night show because I love it. I absolutely love it. I love it. I love my chat. I love getting to talk to you guys. I love getting to interact with you guys. And I am so lucky that I get the opportunity to do this every day. I am so lucky that I get the opportunity to do this, and I try and include as many people in it as possible because I want them to have the opportunity too. It's not just me. It's not just me sitting here and talking to you guys. I want everyone that wants to do this to have the opportunity to do this. I want to encourage anyone that wants to get on a microphone to get on their microphones and talk, to have the courage to get up and speak about something. It doesn't matter what it is. It's about getting up there and actually doing it. Anybody can talk a great game. Anybody can say, well, I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that or yada, yada, yada. But getting up and doing it. I don't care what you have. I don't care whether you've got a cheap old headset. I don't care whether you got a broadcast over your phone. It doesn't matter. Do it. Whatever you're wanting to do, do it. Because these people that want to scream that, well, this person deserved this and this person deserved that and wham, wham, wham. It's not fair. That's not the way. That is not the way. When you see an opportunity, you take it. What did Otis say on The Last Starfighter? You got to grab on with both hands and hold on tight. That's what you do. That is what you do. That is what you have to do. Do not wait for someone to give it to you. Take it. Take it. Reach out and take it. Get up and get on your microphone. Go to that place. Go to that someone. Don't just take someone, but go to someone and tell them how you feel. If you like them, if you care about them, if they don't know, go and tell them. Whatever it is you're waiting to do, you're waiting too long. And if Morgan Freeman has any message, I guarantee you that's the one he's going to give you. Put your damn shoes on, go out and do it. Stop talking about it. If you want to be on the radio, be on the damn radio. It takes time. It does. If you want to be on YouTube, get on YouTube. Do not bitch, moan, and complain that you have one subscriber when you start. Thank God that you have one subscriber when you start. You're not starting with zero. There's some chaos. Yes, let's not encourage kidnappings. Yes. Oh, I'm not saying go out and take anybody. I'm saying, tell them how you feel. Oh, Nina Green, I want my freedom not to be locked up. I love talking to you too, Loki. Man.
It was Lemon who interviewed him on CNN. That's who it was.
Lemon.
Yeah, hold
Welcome
on.
back.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. This next one.
How are we going to solve this problem, man? Like, what's going to happen? I mean, this is a week of this Memorial Week, and the country's burning down. I mean, this isn't even the 60s.
Robert
saying?
Pearson, dude. Robert Pearson. Loki is so right. I'm going to go tell the Marco meter how I feel.
The what?
The Marco meter. Well, see, earlier today on Twitter, he was talking about his wife, how his wife's been like watching him because she thinks he's having an affair with the Marco meter. Robert Pearson.
Remember what happened with me with Lori Roberts? What, 5 months ago?
Oh God!
Remember that? By the way, thank you, Lori. Remember what happened with that?
The destructor and the what was she? The Puerto Rican? Which one was it? You go through so many.
Yeah, if you're gonna get up and go in another room and have an online affair with some Loki and Lori Roberts, I don't need to be in this relationship anymore. Like, whoever this Loki Lori is, or Robert, or whoever these people are, I didn't even know you had those kind of preferences. What preferences? Well, you go in the other room, and what are you doing in there with those people? I'm on an internet show talking about Star Wars. No, you weren't. I heard you guys were laughing and giggling and you were looking for your camera. How come you need your internet camera to talk about Star Wars? Remember?
Oh, yes.
And she moved out.
And she moved out.
Yeah.
Oh.
Remember that?
God, yes, I do. That's how Lori got the name The Destructor.
Poor Lori didn't even say a word on the whole stream. It's just what happened is when she came in, Lori's picture was up on the stream, you know? You put it up for comments on the bottom, and she saw blonde, and she saw Lori. Who's this Lori Loki you're having an online affair with? Is this a real person?
Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
I didn't know you were into that, Mike. Hey, who's this Mexican Ironman? You're hiding things. Why didn't you just go by Mike? Because that'd be fucking weird.
Where did the tamales go?
Remember that shit?
Yes.
Or you want me? I'm gonna send it to you on Twitter so you can put it on the screen for everybody. Ready?
Okay. All right.
For anybody. Oh God, let's alleviate some guilt, man. I don't know. I think we should take all the white dudes of America. You know how like they say, "Hey, you won the NBA championship. What are you going to do?" "Oh, I'm going to Disneyland." Well, we can't go to Disney World because they got a rat problem, but we should take them somewhere. We should take all the white dudes that have endured through all this shit.
Did you throw it in the stream or did you throw it on Twitter?
I threw it on Twitter. It's right there. Watch.
Where? I think you sent it to the wrong person.
No, I did not.
Due to suspicious content.
What?
Oh, it said, "Do not open this message. It contains suspicious
CNN
content." Warning: this link may be unsafe. The link you were trying to access has been identified by Twitter or our partners as being potentially harmful or associated with a violation of Twitter's terms of service.
It's a Morgan Freeman interview. Are you kidding me?
Oh,
right,
I'm not kidding. Ignore this warning and continue. This page, the previous page, is sending you to an invalid URL.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Redirect notice.
Hold on, let me do it again. Let me go slow. Maybe I get a little excited. Hold on. Maybe I got a little excited talking about my Puerto Rican ex-girlfriend, how Lori Roberts. Do you talk about like it's like a subcontracted virtual breakup? I think I still owe. I should pay Lori for that. I feel like I owe her money or free tacos or something.
Dude, if this is you and Coach telling each other how much you care about each other and all the feels and stuff, I'm going to be really disappointed.
Oh, get out of here. Me and Coach just had a good talk today.
Message hidden due to suspicious content.
Okay, well, I'm going to give you the YouTube link then. Here you go.
Okay.
Here comes the YouTube link. Because YouTube won't block its own video.
No.
Dude, that's funny that they said that. I'm telling you, they don't want us talking about this shit.
Nope.
They don't want the white people talking about diversity. Try this one now. Try that link.
I'm waiting on it. I bet you it doesn't send me that one either.
There it goes. It's only a 5-minute video. Let's play it. There you go. You got it. So now put that in, and then you can share your desktop.
Okay.
Morgan Freeman with Don Lemon. So he's going on to promote. I think he's promoting some like Lego movie. The Lego. I think he voiced over the Lego movie, and then it takes a turn to the right.
I don't know if you can relate to this, but my whole life
Oh shit! Skip ad. Okay, I gotta change audio. Give me just a second. All right.
Because I think if white privilege existed, I think Morgan Freeman might know about it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
He's a 180-year-old black guy. He might have seen it somewhere lying around, right?
They may shut us down for this too, but
Why?
because it's CNN.
It's on their channel. We're
I
playing
know.
a YouTube channel.
I know, but you can't restream other people's shit. So, guys, if we lose everybody here, it was nice.
Wait, don't I have a constitutional right of free speech?
Yep.
We're commenting on something that's already happened. This falls clearly within our guidelines.
Oh, I bet you I didn't share sound, did I, guys? Hold on.
This clearly falls within the guidelines. We are commenting on public material that's out in the public domain that was released back in 2014, and we are issuing our commentary of that commentary that is in the public domain. What the hell?
Lori Roberts is like, don't do it, Loki.
Hit the button. You know what? I'm sick and tired of wondering what happens when we hit the button. I love you, Doomcock. I love you, Harvey. Hit that button.
Hit the button. All right. There we go.
Morgan Freeman has won an Oscar, 2 Golden Globes. His films
Turn it up.
over $8 billion worldwide. So when he lends his voice to a project, people listen. Earlier this year, it was the Lego Movie, one of the most popular films of the year so far.
With proper training, you could become a great master builder.
I could?
The prophecy chose you, Emmett.
But I can't do any of the stuff that the prophecy says I'm supposed to do.
All you have to do is to believe.
Very nice. Morgan Freeman is now opening our eyes to the wonders of science. In season 5, the Science Channel's Through the Wormhole, and Morgan Freeman joins me now. Good to see you. So let's talk about this, because this has really become a passion project for you, Through the Wormhole. Why is that?
Well, it's number one, it's my company, Revelations Entertainment. We come up with it, we produce it, and it's caught on for some reason or other. And we're very proud of the fact that we have a lot of
comment. Mexican Ironman, comment.
What?
Comment, say something. I don't know.
From young people.
About what?
Say something over it quick.
I think it's fun. I think it's funny how Morgan Freeman has a company.
Yeah.
He has a company, right? If he doesn't have a company, Morgan Freeman has a company. Okay, black dude has company. No white people. All right, let her rip again. I'll do the commentary. Go.
Right.
By the way, notice earlier, Lego Man. He had to go through Luke Skywalker's journey to become a great Lego guy.
Because we don't
remember that.
We don't set ourselves up to preach. We just ask the questions. That was one of our mantras.
Mantras. Yeah.
Whoa, look at him using the big words. Yeah, mantras. So he's talking about the wormhole, through the wormhole. It was actually a really good series. I really enjoyed that series. Really explored a lot of things, and not from the weirdo, ancient aliens and UFOs. And I was high on, DTD, and it was amazing. No, I mean, he actually it was actually a good show.
Oh yeah,
it was awesome. Keep going.
Question.
And you're also very provocative, because this is season 5 now. And the
season 5,
yeah. This was back in 2014. So it ran from 2010 to 14.
Genetic. Let's take a look.
Poverty genetic. Have you ever heard of poverty genetic? Is genetic?
What?
Poverty is genetic? Is that what he said? Poverty is genetic.
No. Go back. He didn't say that.
You say, is poverty genetic? Let's take a look.
Yeah, he said poverty genetic.
He has a question. Watch.
Pharaohs, kings, great industrialists.
I love it when he does shit like
CEOs.
that.
Me too.
Throughout history, a select few have claimed enormous wealth as a birthright.
And power.
Some of them say they
unlimited power.
I want to make my bedroom look like that. So when a chick comes up, she's like, "Oh my God, where am I?" Well, Morgan Freeman was here.
Morgan Freeman was there. No. You have entered a place of sight and sound. You have entered Mexican Ironman's taco zone.
Yeah.
They also inherit qualities and virtues that keep them rich. Could the chasm that separates rich and poor really be the result of our DNA?
DNA. Really? DNA.
Listen to him. Wait.
Scientists are trying to discover if there is a biological reason the rich stay rich, and whether equality and prosperity for all contradict the laws of nature.
So seriously, dude. So rich is just genes.
Now go a little further. You can skip
Money's
ahead
in
a
your
couple.
genes.
Keep going. He's just asking the question because the whole thing about how things used to be like post middle ages is that it was about blue bloods, right? There's something special in your blood that made you almost like a divine person, and that's why you had the ability to rule over others.
Yeah.
And people would proclaim, would say that. Listen, I mentioned this before in your show a couple weeks ago, and I know this sounds stupid as fuck, but when I was 6 years old, the kids. We used to play this game. I was only dark skinned kid in the whole area. It's West Silicon Valley where I grew up, and we used to play this game called King. And I was all there'd be like a jester, a knight, the king, a couple of knights, and then there'd be the slave. Slave had to carry everybody's backpacks to school in the morning and the afternoon. All of them, all 7 of them, right? And I'm like little tiny Mexican fuck back then. And they say, and I used to say, how come I'm the slave? Like, well, you're the darkest one. Okay. I mean, that's all the rationale I needed. I mean, shit. I mean, you're 6. You're like, oh, I guess I am the darkest one here. Let's see. What's darker than me? Huh? Dirt? Plywood. All right. Yeah. Okay. I'll be the slave. Anyway, let her rip. Let her go. True story. That's a true story. That's not a joke. That's a true story.
So get personal. You share a bit of your life story in the show. You talk about growing up collecting bottles to go into movie theaters. Do you think poverty is part of genetics?
Oh, you know what's funny, man? My dad used to have to do that. I'm not shitting you. My dad used to have to run around and get glass bottles and turn them in so that he could get a nickel to get into the nickel theater back in the day.
Yeah, my uncles too. All right, let her rip. Here it goes.
Thanks. Answering your questions.
No, you can't say that. I don't think wealth, personally, I don't think wealth and genetics have anything to do with each other, actually. If you're born in the U.S., it really doesn't matter the condition of your birth.
Holy shit. Did you hear that?
Rewind that motherfucker and turn it up. SJWs, I need your attention, please. And my subjugated white brothers who have been subjugated and talked to for the last few years, we need to hear this.
All right. That's maxed out. Okay.
Let her rip.
I think wealth, personally, I don't think wealth and genetics have anything to do with each other, actually. If you're born in the U.S., it really doesn't matter the condition of your birth.
Holy shit.
Now watch what Don, go to Don, let her rip again. Because the little Don Lemon over here, little dipshit.
What matters is what you inherit from your nurturing, from your environment, whether or not you're going, I'm just from the standpoint of having been born with little.
So let me get this straight. If you're born poor,
yeah,
and you have a good upbringing, right?
Yeah.
People care about you and encourage you to be you and treat you good, then you can be somebody.
Or even your parents don't give a fuck, but you find someone that does. And he goes on. Yeah, keep going.
Well, wait a minute.
What?
Does that mean that if your parent treats you like shit and you cry a lot and you got to cry to everybody and constantly get a trophy for everything you do in life, you'll grow up to be an SJW?
Yes.
Damn.
That's the reverse side of it. That's the reverse. This is why I was coming up with my theory about why I think this stuff is so fucked up, because you remember it's just not white girls that watch daddy leave and they stayed with mommy. It's also a lot of white little pussy ass dudes that maybe watch mommy leave or daddy leave or whatever. They're left to their own vices and they never figured out if they're a girl or a guy or trans or whatever they'll fly and fuck. You know what I mean?
Damn.
And there's that resentment and that anger. And where are you going to place it? Well, most of the time the kids get left with the mom, good, bad, or otherwise. So where are you going to place your hate and your anger? You're going to place it against dad. Even if dad paid for your college, even if dad paid for your child support, even though dad maybe wasn't there every day, but he was there for most major stuff and fulfilled the terms of the divorce decree and the child visitation agreement. That's where I believe they're placing the anger and the hate. And that's why I think a lot of them think they deserve a free pass.
Damn.
Keep going.
You can hear can always get out of that. Poverty is just.
But environment effects.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Say you're born as one of the untouchables in India.
Oh
There
shit!
you are.
Here we go.
He's gonna get real now.
If you're born into the super rich, there you are. Here, you can be born to the super rich, but 3-4 generations down the line,
You poor as
Gone.
fuck. Yeah.
that's
Here's
in
a
this
stat.
country.
Here's a stat from
Well, look at that. The wealth gap. The richest 85 people on this planet have as much money as the poorest 3.5 billion. Huh. But what he said's perfect. You could grow up as a king in India, and you're 5 generations later, you're still the king.
Well,
You're
no.
still
What he says is that you could be born. Let's think about it this way: you could be born to one of the wealthiest families in America, and within 3 generations, it's evaporated. Why? Because you blew it on bad deals, blow, drugs, whatever the hell. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And by the 3rd generation, it's gone.
Poor business decisions, stupid kids, leaving it to stupid inheritance. Yeah.
from your
Let it
show,
rip.
and it says that the richest 85 people on this planet have as much money as the poorest 3.5 billion.
That's on the
Damn.
planet, however. That's
Listen,
It's not far off in America.
no, it isn't far off in America, but we still here don't abandon the idea that it isn't finite. It isn't finite if you were born. Where were you born?
Me?
Yeah.
Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Baton Rouge General Hospital.
Baton Rouge.
There you go.
Baton Rouge. Oh, hee hee. Hello, everyone.
look at Don Lemon claiming like I'm from Louisiana. Like I'm quite sure Don Lemon ain't from East Side.
No.
I'm quite sure there may have been a private school in there once or twice, but anyway, go ahead.
No, someone's in the background
Saying we won't fall for the old banana in the tailpipe this time.
That's right. That's right.
Louisiana. I was born in Memphis, Tennessee.
He's getting real now.
Yeah.
I had a long haul from where I came from to here, but here we are.
Right.
So proof is in the proof.
Proof is in the pudding. Look at that. Proof is in the pudding, pop.
Pop, the pudding pop, the pudding pop. The proof is in the Lori Roberts breaking up with the Puerto Rican pop.
The pudding pop. Even look like him.
Look! I like how he took a second and he's looking dead in the camera. He's using the Steve Majors bionic. Okay, go back.
Okay.
The pudding is in the eating, and here we sit at the dining table.
But it's hard to, when you say that to some people, because they say, oh, there you go with a pull yourself up by the bootstraps thing. And, you're just being.
What does that really mean, huh? To pull yourself up. You can't literally pull yourselves up by your bootstraps. The boots don't reach that high. Oh, shut up, lady.
Well,
Go
not
ahead.
everybody can do that.
Bullshit.
Everybody-
Bullshit. Yes. Yes. Bullshit.
The shot at the and halfway down the paint, the shot is taken and hit, and all air in the rim. All air in the rim. All air in the rim. I like Don Lemon. You can't literally pull yourselves up by the boots. Well, you can if you get up in the morning.
That's right.
Like
Oh,
sometimes-
how does this only have 200,000 views?
because you think something like this is being promoted on YouTube, bro?
Oh, man.
Bro, let me tell you. Okay, hold on. Let me tell you this much. How long was I? I should have been able to see. I already knew it was going to be a pain to find this video. That's why I said go talk about some shit because it was buried, dude. I had to go deep. Dude, I had to go deep to find this thing. I literally had to type in Don Lemon. Like it wouldn't come up without me piping in Don Lemon in there. Like when I did Morgan interview CNN, this video didn't come up in the first 10.
6 years ago, I've never seen this. All
Right,
right.
I know. I figured, but you can't pull yourself up by the booster. You kind of can, but go ahead.
You can. Everybody doesn't. Courage.
He's leaning in.
Courage is the key to life itself.
Courage is the
A lot
key
of
to
people
life.
Were born in situations where say, "Well, I'll never get out of this." So they won't. I say to people who say, well, I would like to have done so and so and so. So, well, you could have done it. So, well, I couldn't get out of here. Man, the bus runs every day.
Bus runs every day down at the station. The bus runs every day. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, that is golden, dude. That is effing golden. The bus runs every day. Oh, man. All right. Son of a bitch. Guys, the bus runs every day. Oh, shit. He's even laughing. Look at it.
Look, he's all uncomfortable. He's all uncomfortable. He's like, and he's like, you don't mean for me. Here's John Lemon. Wait a second. Mr. Freeman, you don't actually think that I, as an advanced form of black guy, would actually get on that bus, do you? What? What?
Your ass better.
All right, it's almost over now.
You're
Last
exactly
30
right.
seconds.
Yeah.
You're if you can conceive it in your mind.
If you can think of it, you can do it. That's the human condition. If we can imagine it, we can do it.
Damn straight.
And I think that's it, that the condition of each individual human.
So when
I want to give a little call out real quick if he's still in there. Adiga
Sure.
Outlaw, my brother from another mother, doctor and renowned author Adiga Outlaw. He
Plug his
dreamt
book.
it, folks. He dreamt it.
Plug his book.
He dreamt it. He wrote it down, and he is selling it, guys. He did it. He didn't just dream it. He did it. And he's self-published. He's self-published. And now he may get a book deal.
Oh, I'm sure that's coming because the way I just started. I got the I ordered a hard copy and I got the Kindle version too.
The Kindle.
Yeah.
And guys, here is the link. Boom, in chat, Adiga's book, Evolution, and he's got more coming.
Yeah, and he's setting the way you can see the way he gets into it is like he's setting up a place where you know that you can go all kinds of different directions versus what George Lucas did. Got lucky.
So back to the video, but guys,
it's almost over. There's one more good quote I want you to hear.
He pulled himself up by the bootstraps. He dreamt it. He wrote it. He did it. Our friend, Dr. Adiga Outlaw.
The whole thing, especially the president and Democrats now are talking about income inequality, and that's basically what when you talk about the richest 85 people on the planet.
This is 14 Obama.
Yeah. Income inequality. Do you think that's looking at
income
what's happening
inequality
now? Is that a good idea?
It's a great idea. It is the greatest idea. We have a much more vibrant society.
Hashtag the bus runs every day.
A vast chasm between the haves and the have-nots. We need that middle ground that we call the middle class, the people who buy everything, people who use the products that the rich are creating, if they're creating anything other than wealth, right? So it's what's happening with the Chinese economy right now. They're changing their whole outlook because they need consumers.
Consumers, look at that. Consumers like you. Look at that.
He leans right into the motherfucker. He's like, consumers, like you're encouraging our people to be. Don.
Oh man, yeah, like you want them to be, yeah.
Without a middle class, you're not going to have consumers. You're not going to have it at the level that we normally would have it.
So can I go back to, because I thought what you said was fascinating because you called it bull when you said people can't pull themselves
Don't do it, Don.
Oh,
Don's gonna do it.
Oh shit!
Here goes Don. Watch him walk in the shit.
God,
Look at him. Look at him. Look at that look. Look at that look. Look at his face. Like, look at him. He's like, boy, am I going to have to repeat myself again? You know I'm older in years, and I've done already explained how to put in pop work. Don't make me explain it. Look how excited he is to get the same question a second time. Because this man's been directed by the finest directors on planet Earth, and Morgan Freeman's like, oh, hell no. Is Junior actually going to make me explain myself? I'm the voice of the Shawshank Redemption. I think I explain things very well then.
I don't do 2 shots.
He's like, is this, boy, are you making me do a retake?
This is that look, the same look he gave Kevin Costner when they were doing Robin Hood, when he like fell and busted his ass, and he was like, "Cut, hold on." Morgan's like, "Motherfucker."
Yeah. Look at him.
Oh shit!
My favorite part is that he showed up for the interview at CNN, which almost no one does. And he doesn't have a tie on. He just thread it on in there.
Oh, dude, he's Morgan Freeman. He don't have to have no damn tie on.
Okay, look how excited he is. He says, "Earlier you said you called bullshit, but okay, go, let it rip."
Wealth distribution, or either a mindset that you can't or
Today?
cannot. Yeah.
No.
You don't.
No, I don't. You and I, we're proof. Why would race have anything to do with it? Put your mind to what you want to do and go for that. It's kind of like religion to me. It's a good excuse for not getting there.
Yeah. You know, I
Damn.
Rewind the tape, buddy. He said down like you don't actually think that's it. And he looks at it, he's like, "What does race have to do with you or me, Don Lemon?"
Oh shit!
I know. You and I, we're proof. Why would race have anything to do with it? Put your mind to what you want to do and go for that. It's kind of like religion to me. It's a good excuse for not getting there.
Yeah. You know, I said, and it's probably get me in trouble, but I said,
it's probably gonna get me in trouble. Oh shit!
Said to some of my colleagues recently, said, so I know that it's an issue, but it seems like every single day on television, I'm talking about race, and it's because of the news cycle. It's in the news, but sometimes I get so tired of talking about it. I want to just go, this is over. Can we move on?
And if you talk about
Really?
Look, he broke him. He
Now,
broke
wait
Don
a
Lemon.
minute.
He broke him. He got him real. He broke Don.
Wait a minute. These are the same sons of bitches that have been going on and on and on for the last almost 4 years now. That's all that matters.
That's right. And that's why I wanted to bring it up in tonight's chat, because we're going to go back to 2014, it was way back 2016, when fucking Morgan Freeman cracked another black dude in. Because this is the guy who every day is talking about this race matter. And he knows something. And this is the hypocrisy of the SJWs, because in truth be known, they know. But they're okay with walking around like liars because the media rewards them for it. See, and I think that's the problem with those of us in the Phantom Menace, especially the God bless the white guys in our Phantom Menace, because you guys aren't used to walking around like liars and thieves, and you're like, my word is my word. You guys are like, do what I say what I think. It's consistent.
Yeah.
Not these SJWs. They're okay with walking around like lying hypocrites. That's why they have to go delete their Twitter feeds and their receipts. When have you ever heard anyone in the Phantom Menace having to go back their whole history to defend something today that's different than yesterday? Never. And we got some crazy, and I'm not the only one with a crazy mouth. My brother Snowdub, he's way out there. He talks like it's real. The Ribbon and Bigot show. Love my brother Snowdub. You know what I mean? There's a lot of guys. This is one guy. You don't hear about us like going with all the rants we'll take this. You never heard the Star Wars girl going back and looking at her old feeds and changing her opinions, right?
No,
Jesse Milestone?
No,
What about
hell
Jesse?
no, dude. I love Jesse Milestone. Hell no, she wouldn't. No, Jeremy would tell him to F off. Jeff would tell him to F off. Ethan, that Star Wars girl, Anna, Abu Nas, all of us would tell him to F the hell off.
That's because the guys in the Phantom Menace, the guys and the girls are righteous. They do what they say what they mean, and mean what they say.
That's right.
And don't live as hypocrites, which is why my best friends are now here.
God.
I mean,
And if I'm wrong about something, if I bring the hammer down on someone and a week later you're like, Loki, no, this was all smoke and mirrors, that didn't happen, I will be man enough to admit, well, I made a mistake. I looked at a story, I ran with it, and shit didn't happen like it said. But I'm not going to do that for everything I see. I read a lot of shit. I read a lot of shit on Twitter. I read a lot of shit on my feeds every day. I don't report on all of it. I don't bring it all up because a lot of it's just the same recycled shit over and over and over again. I'm going to play the rest of this.
about it. It exists.
Right.
It's not like it exists and we refuse to talk about it, but making it a bigger issue than it needs to be is the problem we have.
Boom.
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 And that's what he's telling Junior, that you're a problem.
Yeah.
Junior, you're a problem.
Oh man. Oh, that is golden. That is absolutely golden. Making it a bigger issue than it needs to be. You're part of the problem, you little bastard. Sitting there in your little gray suit with your little black tie and your little fucking mini fro.
$2.5 million a year salary.
Yeah. You're part of the fucking problem, dude. Damn, that is epic. Lori Roberts, epic. Yes, epic.
So I understand you recently had a birthday.
Oh,
Yeah, that's it. That's
Oh!
it. He couldn't handle it, so she changed the topic.
So I understand you had a birthday recently. You know, that's like someone coming up to you and being like, "Boy, I can smell the dick on your breath from here," and you being like, "Oh, I heard you had a birthday the other day."
Yeah.
Oh my God.
7?
No. Got that on 37.
37.
Yeah.
37. We have a
Gee
little
whiz.
surprise for you. Can we get it? There you go.
Oh, no.
Oh no. Oh, you're gonna bring me a gift too. Oh, how
That's
sweet.
more like it.
There you go.
Thank you. Thank
Happy
you.
birthday, sir.
I like how he looked back at her.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a pleasure to be here.
Appreciate
Pleasure
it.
to
And
be
let's
here.
not forget that he got
5 of Through the Wormhole premieres tomorrow.
Let's not forget
and
that he
airs
got
Wednesday
accused of sexual harassment, and CNN issued a formal apology and retraction.
Dude, that was epic.
So now
Epic.
let's place that in the backdrop of what's happening today.
Yeah.
Let's place that from 2014 to where we're at now, 2020, that's 6 years ago, to where we're at today. He tried to sidestep that Freeman fireball and get it square in the face.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, let's get this man some cake. He
Giant
just said he
scone.
can smell it on my breath, but let's get this man some cake.
Yeah.
That's the subject.
Like someone help me. Like when it started turning, Don's like texting someone off his phone. He's like, someone go fucking downstairs and get a cake and bring it up here fast.
Yeah. Imagine. No. Imagine a whole line of people all holding something different. And depending on what he says, that's the signal to bring over a certain something. So when he said birthday, they were like, "Hey, girl, go." Well, a whole line of people were standing there holding something, a fucking a little tree from Africa, or keys to a brand new Lexus, or something to appease Lord Morgan Freeman.
Right. And these idiots want to talk about Yahtzees.
Oh man.
It's a disgrace and an honor for anyone to even mention that. It's a disservice to all the people that actually fought them, and all of our Jewish brothers and sisters actually died from them. The whole thing with the Yahtzees is just, it's all perverted. I mean, even the sign, the sign is a 6,000-year-old sign that comes from 6,000 years ago that originally meant peace, right? Did you know that in old civilizations?
Yep.
Back in India?
Yep.
That swastika?
Cross.
Yep.
It's a Celtic cross.
Yep. Crazy. But I'm telling you, I think we should do two things. Number one, we should stop reacting to them and just mute their asses. And or two, hold them fucking accountable and sell them out. Morgan Freeman did play God.
Yeah, he did. And Bruce Almighty.
Yeah. I mean, how how much social justice do you need if a black guy from Memphis can rise to the planet playing God on a major motion picture?
Yeah.
I think we've had enough social justice. I think the Democratic Party needs to get dissolved because they don't know what they're doing anyways. I don't know.
Manji is what it is called, Loki.
We got to start talking to each other out on the street.
That's not going to happen as long as these same asswipes are telling everybody that all this injustice is happening constantly.
Well, then we're going to have to take more direct action. So, because I think a lot of it is, maybe Kathleen Kennedy is always, in a bad mood because she's not giving the good loving. And I know, from another channel, was it on Monday nights? Is when C3PO and in the what do they call it, the Dark Council meets. So now Monday nights,
Yep.
they know about the good love, and they're always talking about giving their girls a good love. I think what we need to do is in the chat, we need 15 volunteer guys to climb the mountain of Lucasfilms, LucasArts, and give the good love to Kathleen Kennedy and her colleagues.
Sacrifices.
Yes, we need you guys to go. All right, hold on. Let me do this all inspirational and shit. If ever there was a time in America when the call was made, and volunteerism was needed, and self-sacrifice was the order of the day, I'm looking for 15 good men to climb the mountain. Okay, take the elevator to the 5th floor at the Disney complex in Anaheim. Seek out Kathleen Kennedy and her minion warriorette wannabe princesses with multiple. You'll know who they are because they have the different colored hair: red, blue, green, yellow. All right, so you're gonna find all of them. They're all gonna be wearing shirts that say "The Force is female," and I need 15 dudes to get up there and show those ladies what the good loving is, so they won't hate you white guys anymore. Mexican and Hispanic and black dudes in the chat, I'm sorry, your services are not needed. This is a covert operation designed to turn the tables for my white brothers. So my black and Mexican brothers, you guys can run flank, and plus I don't want you guys out there because you guys are gonna take all the chicks anyways.
And we'll call it Operation Cracker Salt.
Yes, Operation Cracker Assault. Yes, Operation Cracker Assault. We're gonna go in Die Hard style, 2x2
Cover formation.
Yeah, 2
2x2 cover formation. Oh, shit.
Guys, we're going in 2x2 cover formation. All right, and we're not wearing condoms. We're gonna
the way the good Lord intended.
We're not wearing condoms the way the good Lord intended. Why? Because if there's any genesis that arises from this mission, we want that because we got to thin out the hateful herd.
Operation Salty.
Operation Salty. We need a few. We don't even need a few good men. We just need you.
Wait, where did Mark go? Mark, get your ass up here.
Mark, get in here. Yeah, send Mark the link. We need a few good men to sacrifice and get the Lord's work done. The only way to affect the herd is to thin the herd, and they've got to see that white guys are not this mean, hateful group. No, I say. What do you say? No,
it's hold. Mark, hold. Hold.
They need to see our brother Assault Team coming in hot. They're coming in hot. All right, don't worry. The Mexican Ironman Foundation will provide flowers, candy, no condoms, flowers, candy. Let's see what else might we need. I might fall into a dimension that I cannot escape. Darth Astor, bro, we're gonna have to accept it for what it is, bro.
It won't be anything worse.
It can't be worse than what we're living with now. We've already fallen into a dimension that we cannot escape.
That's right.
We're already there, bro.
Remember,
we need Darth to set our people free.
Remember where Johnny Depp was at the end of The World's End after he got eaten by the Kraken? Well, the Kraken is Kathleen Kennedy. So when that maw opens up and the tentacles reach out and grab you and pull you in, that's the worst that can happen.
You'll note you've turned her on, Darth. You'll note you've turned her on because she'll issue the holy cry of SJW love. Yeah, that's what you'll hear.
Shield wall.
What's a shield wall?
Shield wall is when you brace and put your spears out and you put your shields out in front of you. Think 300.
Oh yeah, 300 shield wall. No. We're welcoming them. You're welcoming guys. Listen, here's the thing. I don't want to lose you in battle. I want to get you out. But doggone it, someone's got to sacrifice, and it might as well be us. We're going to take that hill. Like Grant. Wraps up and surrender. Yeah, Darth says, yeah. Yeah, now I don't want the 10 of you guys to fight over which one gets Kathleen.
Oh, shit. Read that.
I am taking one. Which one?
The one on the screen. From Medega.
Okay, hold on. If I was single, there would be some Disney executives that wouldn't be able to walk from just doing what Adega.
Adega.
See, they don't need.
Oh.
Woo! Oh God, it's gonna be like Saving Private Ryan all over again. Oh, all right. We've cried, we've laughed. What else do we want to say about this bullshit that's going on around the? I don't know what we're gonna do, Stone. I don't know what we're gonna do.
Kathia Star, this division isn't conducive to American behavior. Divided we fall.
Yes, ma'am, you are correct.
Yes.
You're correct. God, I didn't think I'd be this age and see America get this hateful.
Lori Roberts said, Adega, put that thing away.
Well, now we got to bring the truck back. Hold on. Because it fits on the truck, the long bed.
Oh God. Yeah, we got to move it by pallet, folks.
Okay, all right.
Bring it in. Easy. Bring it down.
Oh God.
Watch those cables, boys.
Hey, so where are these assholes being busted in from for these riots?
Dude, everywhere. All over. It's like a party.
Who's paying for this?
George Soros.
What do you mean?
Apparently, that's what everybody thinks.
How is George Soros paying for this?
He's a fucking
He's
billionaire.
connected to a respirator right now. Why would he be paying for this? Where's the evidence? Let me see the receipts. I don't want to be making shit up like SJWs do. Let me see some receipts. Let me see some evidence. Where's the evidence?
That's what we're gonna have to find out.
Oh, God, and we have children right now, man. Fuck.
Yeah.
What world shall they inherit?
It's called Acorn. He funds it from Lori Roberts.
The Acorn Foundation is funding these buses?
Look up Acorn.
Oh. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just trying to live long enough so that I can see us get to Mars, like publicly, because I know we've already been there, and just so I can have some more ancient alien disclosures, because I'm all out of shit to watch and read. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I've done, I'd like to go visit the pyramid down in Antarctica, but do I need to? No. Shit. I think the aliens might have to intervene just to pull us off each other. They're gonna be like, we just left you guys here 4,000 years ago. How did you? They're gonna be like, we just gave you electricity 100 years. Think about this, Loki. We just got 2000. Think about this. We didn't have electricity till 100 and some odd years ago.
Yeah.
The previous 40,000 years, we were evolving with the sun up and down.
Yep.
We didn't get very far.
Nope. It was in World War II. I remember stories from World War II from my grandfather that most of the people he grew up with did not have electricity. And the first time they ever saw electricity was when they got to New York and then went on the ships. And that's the first time they ever had electricity, when they were on the ships being shipped out. They've never seen a damn light bulb before.
No, I mean, you're coming from middle of nowhere, Alabama. Sorry, Mark. Or wherever, and you're off to war, and you see electricity. Think about this. So let's just call it what, 120, 30, 40 years. That's like 3 generations. Before that, we're like rocks, sticks, moon, sun, nightfall.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the aliens are gonna be like, we just motherfucking gave you guys this shit. What the fuck? You fucked it up this fast? I don't know. And then I got my cousin, I don't know, some of you may have heard this. I got my cousin, staying at my place, now, and stuff like that. You just seem very motivated. You'll meet him in the next week or two. He's going by Brown Lantern is his name.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
The Brown Lantern.
Yeah, I was making that joke the other day, how the Green Lantern Corps, Rainbow Corps is racist because there aren't no brown lanterns.
Oh, well, he's the first one.
So he said, hey, Mike, I do that. He has a little bit of an accent. I mean, it's kind of racist, but he's got a little accent. He's more Mexican than I am. But, so you'll hear from him next week. We'll see. We'll get his views on things. But, he's not the most self-motivated Mexican that, is out there. Let's just say that. So I got to whip him into shape. You know what I mean?
Is this your cousin or
Yeah, you know,
the cousin you met yesterday?
the cousin. Who was the one I met yesterday? No, it's like a cousin. Yeah, it's like there's some chaos. Yeah, it's like that. One of those guys. Like he's really a cousin of my aunt's uncle. Hold on, you gotta do this Mexican style. Of my aunt's uncle's best friend's boyfriend's
Former
stepdaughter's cousin.
Former
yeah.
roommate.
Huh?
Former roommate.
No.
Your dad's cousin, sister's brother's
Uncle's cousin,
former
stepdaughter's
roommate.
uncle. Just call it cousin. It's easier that way. Anyway, so I told him he couldn't use his real name, so he's gonna use my Brown Lantern. That's what we're gonna call him, Brown Lantern. So
Brown Lantern.
yeah, we're working on his superpowers. We're hoping that his first superpower will be like get off the sofa and do something. Fuck.
All right, brother. I don't think we've got anything left.
No, we're not.
I don't.
God help! Can we all say a prayer that no one dies in all these incidents? Can we please just take a moment and all of us reflect and affirm that we are in the United States of America with the Constitution? Let us pray and hope and have faith that everything that our founding fathers and other people along the way have tried to provide for us actually provided for us in the way it should happen, and that the wheels of this taco truck, this great American flagship, this great battleship and aircraft carrier that is United, that God help us that, we were able to keep the wheels on this thing and stay above water so that we don't drift and dunk ourselves into oblivion and ruin the best thing that ever came, the best country that ever came around for the opportunities of human beings to improve themselves.
Yep. And guys, no one deserves to go down. Nobody. That guy, he didn't deserve to die. He didn't deserve to die with a cop's knee on his neck. He didn't deserve that. He didn't hurt anybody. He didn't deserve that. But just because that happened doesn't mean you go out and you fucking burn buildings and destroy people's lives and destroy people's homes and kill people and burn up their shit just because you want to light a fire. You do it the right way. You do it the right way. You 10,000 strong walk up to the damn police department and demand they arrest that cop. Because I guarantee you that's what's going to happen. It might not happen today. It might not happen tomorrow, but it's going to happen. Their careers are over. Their lives are over. And they're most likely going to have to fend off a lawsuit and charges. Their lives are over. They ended a life and now their lives are going to be over. Thank you so much, Mike, for being here, brother. Thank you.
Hell you, brother. Love you.
All
Everybody
right,
in chat. See you guys later.
I love you guys too. We will catch you guys later. I think me and Adiga are going to reschedule our Thursday for next week. I will give an update soon and let you guys know. Thank you, everyone, for being here.